Hey guys, should be live here pretty soon. Happy Thursday evening stream. Thursday evening, October 23rd. I hope my cousin Brady's out celebrating, hopefully. It's maybe still a little early where he's at. But we're going to get into this. It's Throwback Thursday. Just released a split screen meme style short. So if you want to go check that out, we started working on that. That was based on our discussions this morning. If you want to check out our discussions this morning from the stream, that's when those ideas came out. We also released former squad previews this morning. So if you want to go check those out right now, we're going to maybe try to start working on at least a Throwback Thursday short based on tonight another LT. Tonight, LaDainian Tomlinson. Chargers are playing. There's a decent cold open. It's pretty short in here. Let's see, can you guys hear? No, not yet. Alright, the mic's on though. Good. Got the Vikings and Chargers. That's why I'm going to continue we've been doing the Throwback Thursdays with a member of one of the teams that was playing. So I'm thinking LT tonight. Also got a couple NBA games on. Thunder Pacers. Nuggets Warriors. We'll start chopping this up here.
Being a running back is kind of like being an artist. You got to remember that.
It's a pretty good cold open for us. It's along our themes of artwork mixed with sports. It's perfect. Hey, Braden, I'm sorry. Welcome. We're making a Throwback Thursday short about LT because Chargers are playing tonight. LT, all-time great Charger. Thanks for joining, guys. And I love this quote. This is a quote from LaDainian Tomlinson. Let me check if you guys can hear it. No, you should be able to hear it now.
You know, being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
So he's saying being a running back is kind of like being an artist. And the way we make our videos, we like to have like a cold open like that, kind of. I don't know if I'm going to use this video. I might just extract the audio and use different clips over that. Hey guys, thanks for joining. Welcome. Give you a welcome smiley face. My name's Nick with the former squad here on YouTube, where we do like hype dopamine nostalgia, kind of like ESPN Classic stuff, if ESPN Classic had a soul. But thanks for joining, guys.
You know, being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
So then we'll hit it with something fun. So this is a Ladanian. How do you spell it? Ladane Ian Tomlinson. Throwback Thursday. So if you also, we just released a very short meme style short based on Shohei. Hey Juliet, thanks for joining. Thank you, Lost Twins. I really appreciate the sub. I was trying to get I'll have a subscriber count on here, but I really appreciate it. Thank you. Good evening, Juliet, with the crown. Good evening, Clarks. Thanks for joining, guys. So we're doing a Ladanian Tomlinson Throwback Thursday short right now. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna have to work on that stuff.
You know, Ben.
Alright, I got a cat to let inside. I'll be right back. Maybe not. What are you doing? Sorry, guys. Alright, so we're doing a Ladanian Tomlinson Throwback Thursday short. I like this quote.
You know, being a runner. You know, Ben.
Maybe we cut out the, you know.
Being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
And we're going to just show them, like, making a whole bunch of really cool moves and stuff. Like an artist would. As a running back. So, I think we're going to release this today. We'll see. So if you guys want to go check out, we released a couple shorts today. We released the Former Squad preview short this morning. And then we released our meme style, the NBA gambling bust just got wild. Hashtag NBA, hashtag MLB. And we're live again on Thursday for trying to make our Throwback Thursday short. Trying to make it. We'll see if this NBA scandal gets any wider. I chose to include let's see. Maybe we just stick with making the Throwback Thursday short. That's our. That's a good. I mean, LaDainian Tomlinson was like the best running back when I was growing up. We'll try to make this one shorter, maybe. Or, because the way we like to think about our shorts, we like to think about our dopamine cues. Being a running back is kind of like being an artist, is the cue here. Like I said, I don't know if we're going to use that. We might extract the audio and just use the audio. Yeah, just extract the audio, use the audio as a cold open over a different visual. That's what I think we're probably going to do.
Being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
Because let's see, what does it look like if we put it over this?
Being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
Maybe it looks better with him saying it.
Being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
And then we're going to throw a whole bunch of him making artistic, athletic plays. There's Reggie Bush. He was ranked, LaDainian Tomlinson was ranked 61 on the NFL's top 100 list. The Chargers had the Chargers had 3 players. I might have to let him back outside. I'm going to let him back outside.
Clark, can you chill, dude?
So we got our NBA gambling bust short is out right now. I just released that like an hour ago. It's definitely a little bit of a different style than some of the other ones we've been doing. Which is fine. We'll play some audio in the background. Warning, impact effects coming in.
Being a running back.
It's a little loud.
Being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
I like the bounce. Like the bounce. What's a good font for this? Hope everybody had a good Thursday. Almost 1 week to Halloween.
Being a running back is kind.
Alright, so I gotta find a font that I like. Sugary? I don't know. Classic. Painterly? What do you... Paintbrush writing the text? Okay, great call. Give that a shot. I'm sure there's a paintbrush option, maybe. I like paint. I like the word painterly. There's a magazine.
Being a running back is kind of.
There's a magazine cutout, which could work. It's not quite the same as a paintbrush. It's a great suggestion. I'm looking. Here, maybe I'll move it to your screen so you can help me look. Jeez. Chalk scribble?
Being a running.
But it doesn't show like the chalk.
Being a.
I'm looking, Clark. I'm looking. There's like collages and stuff.
Being a running back is kind of like.
That's actually good. I kind of like the collage. I feel like you're going to like the collage too. If I can't find a paintbrush, it's kind of like what we're doing anyway. We're kind of making collages in a way. Yeah, I couldn't find a paintbrush, but I think the collage. We'll see. The collage looks alright. Looks pretty good, actually.
Being a running back is kind of like.
Maybe no blurred background today.
Being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
And then we just show a whole bunch of clips. Not a whole bunch, but a few. Let's see if there's a paintbrush transition. Let's see how this works. Paintbrush wipe.
Being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
Yeah, that's cool.
Being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
And then you see the I think that's looking cool.
Being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
And then we just chop it up. The other artsy clips? No, that's it. I think that's it on the artsy clips. The artsy clips. I think that's it on the artsy clips. What do you, unless you have any suggestions? What other artsy clips? I mean, those were based on your suggestions, so. If
Being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
Thoughts? What do you mean artsy clips? Like we could. There's not. There's.
Being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
That's kind of cool. Did you see that? That was just funny. I hear you. I hear you. No, I mean I'm cool with doing more artsy clips. I'm cool with that. But there is a limit to the artsy clips. But we might not be there yet. We might not be there yet. That's funny.
Being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
We'll just do the brush. Or what about this brush? There are a whole bunch of different. There are a bunch of brush transitions. You would think there would be brushes for writing
Being a
too.
running back is kind of like.
But I kind of like the collage.
Being a running back is. Being a running back.
Alright, we gotta. That's too big.
Being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
What about that transition? Is that too craziness?
Being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
I mean, that's cool looking. They're all like all these. There's a whole bunch of transitions involving paint and paintbrushes.
Being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
I kind of like the other ones better. There are a whole bunch of them though. It makes sense to use this. This was a great suggestion. There's graffiti. I kind of just like the first one though.
Being an artist.
That one I didn't even do.
Being an artist. Being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
Is that too much? I mean, which one's best? They're all good. Which one? I mean, I should slow down. That's what I'm saying. They're all good. Brush frame.
Being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
Not that one. I know not that one. So not brush frame. Excuse me, guys. Well, at least the stream's holding up a lot better today. Knock on wood. I think I gotta keep going back to my camera, just straight the camera every now and then, you know, guys? What I'm saying. But it's not, to me, it's not as interesting. No, you gave me the brush transition idea, so I didn't come up. Paint gallery. I think.
An artist.
Maybe that one. It's either that one or this one. The first one we looked at. The very first one we looked at.
Being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
Do you like the color being in there? Or is that too distracting? I think the color being in there is good. We'll give it a shot.
Being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
It's just not the same colors, you know? So you like the colored, alright? You like the color transition? Alright, let's go, guys. 2 subscribers off of live today. Let's go. Definitely Algo seeming to trust my consistency more at this point. About time. It's all good. I don't hold any grudges, Algo. Okay. Let's see, are there any artist sound effects? there any artist impact effects? I don't know. What do you think? Do we want to release this tonight? What do you guys think? Or let some of the stuff that we have released cook a little bit out there? We've released a lot of stuff this week. We've got just released the NBA gambling bust just got wild. Surprise / shocked face, hashtag NBA, hashtag MLB. And then this morning we released former squad previews. Former squad matchups, week 8. Much more positive response on that one than on the NBA gambling bust. You're right, Clark. You're right. I think we're gonna just let the stuff we have released cook overnight, and then I'd have to be releasing this now, which I'm not. It's fine. We've got a couple things released, so we'll just release this in the future at some point. There was I forget how many years in a row he was the best running back in football. It was a lot. But with the football videos, I don't love doing the long touchdown runs. Just because it takes. Oof, that's a great one. This will be our first clip probably.
Being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
We might be able to get away with no blurred background on this one. No, this would be our Throwback Thursday short. And like I'm saying, the game that the Chargers are playing in is tonight. I was planning on making the Throwback Thursday short this morning, but and releasing that, but instead got distracted by the talk of the day, which was the NBA gambling bust. So, and it ended up taking us a little bit of time to get that one done, get the former squad matchups, week 8 previews done. So now here it is Thursday night. But it's all good. It's all good. Definitely gonna have to get to bed early though tonight. If I'm spinning the wheels tomorrow, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe. What do you think, Clarks? We have had. This is now. Well, this is we did 2-a-days this week, right? This is the 4th day. Anyway, we've had like the big spikes in viewers at night, but then today, this morning stream was also. Wow, I did not have. No, I have that much coffee left. I gotta go heat this up. Anyway, do you think it's a good idea to spin the wheel tomorrow morning or tomorrow evening? I don't know. We'll think on that. I'll be right back. So anyway, this is our Thursday short. I'm gonna think of what music to pair with this. So yeah, we might release this tonight. It's all good. Okay, sounds good. We'll spin the wheel tomorrow. Yeah, we'll think of another. Maybe have you guys do more of the work on Friday evening. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, it sounds fun.
Being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
And we can just do the paintbrush quick transition for all these. See how it
Being a
looks.
running back is kind of like being an artist. Being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
I don't really like these flashy. It's too flat. It's too much of a flash. Is that any
Being
better?
a running back is kind of like being an artist.
I think these transitions, we don't need them. I'm cool with the one transition.
Being a
though.
running back is kind of like being an artist.
Now, we still have the one. I think, yeah, I think we're gonna. This is 11 seconds of slow mo of them not being able to bring him down, but we can speed that up a little bit. And it's still slow mo.
Being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
Like that one's in slow mo. Kind of like ending with that one. That might be the filmmaker in me, but again, hey, like, I don't really. 16 seconds into. Yeah, you like the slow mo? Cool. It'll hit pretty hard with a good song choice. So, yeah. Yeah, I like the slow mo too. Up to 295 subscribers, guys. It's awesome. Stone's throw away from 300. Crazy. Not even 6 months in. Alright, let's see what we got right now. And I will ask for suggestions, and then I might end the stream here. And then possibly release this tonight, or possibly just hold on to it. So if you want to let me know any suggestions, comments, questions, concerns, all that good
Being
stuff.
a running back is kind of like being an artist.
Maybe got to cut that one a little shorter. Maybe speed this one up a little bit more. That's what I'm seeing. And then end on that. Thinking cut this one a little shorter. Like maybe while he's still grabbing onto him. And then speed this one up a little bit more. This is my instinct. Let's see. You like the slow-mo? Any final edit ideas?
Being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
Font's a good size.
Being a running back
Might be too big.
Being a running back is kind of like being an artist. Being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
Also, he kind of gets. Maybe have to go like that.
Being a running back is kind of like being an artist. Being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
It's a little too zoomed in my opinion. A little too zoomed in.
Being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
It's alright. How does it look if we...
Being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
Well, one, we gotta crop this. Any other artsy suggestions?
Being a running back.
Is there an artist? How does that make... How do we feel about this radiant filter? I might...
Being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
I don't have the brush stroke across. I have the colored one. The colored brush stroke. Dual tone brush for the transitions. I took out the brush stroke across for these other transitions because I thought it was... What is that? I should do this in the future. Go like literally frame by frame. Like I just deleted one frame there. Maybe we'll do that in the future. Sounds fascinating, doesn't it? No, it's like the leap at the end. Maybe you want the leap in the... Maybe that means it should be in the beginning then. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there are definitely more of those, but that's what I've been cherry picking as like the best ones. Well, remember we kind of do like these. I like this just for our continuity. Have these like we've been having these shots of like the back of their jersey so you can see their name as the introduction. You get what I'm saying? So maybe we'll rearrange it a little bit. But that's what I'm thinking.
Being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
Well, you like the jump more than the spin move, which I get. Well, you're right. It's not like a movie where you're trying to hold your best clip till the end, your best scene or the climax. It's a little different. So you're right to sounds like the jump is the most. You like the spin too, okay? That is the most artistic move. You like it at the end though. Oh, you like it at the end, but we're gonna see what it looks like earlier.
Being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
Yeah, I think it's better at the end. I think it's better at the end. I gotta speed that. This is too long.
Being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
All right, I'm gonna get the coffee and then you watch. I'll be right back.
Being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
Quincy. Quincy, you're being so funny these days.
Ponce is being so funny these days. Like he was gone for several days. He was gone for several days. And then now he's back. And whenever he comes back, then he like doesn't want to go. So he's like wanted to be close all day long, and he just went outside but for like 20 minutes. He's just a funny guy. 0 dropped frames though tonight, guys. Jeez, wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Alright, I'm gonna try to find a song that I like to pair with this. He was just so good. You okay with the radiant filter on here? It's that clip's just speed it up even more. We're under 14 seconds now, though. I kind of like that. Not under 14, under 15 seconds. Oh, did we? We liked the.
Being a running back is kind of like being an artist. Being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
We're gonna have to find a song with a quick drop, because that's a very short cold open. Can you guys hear that? Hopefully not. I don't know about that one. All right, guys, we're going to call this stream here tonight. Thank you so much for joining. I might play around with what we got. I'll show you guys. I'll give you a clean look at it before we go. Like I said, might add some, will add a song or something to it. But this is what it looks like right now.
Being a running back is kind of like being an artist.
All right, I like it. I like it. It's Throwback Thursday short. We'll be on tomorrow morning to spin some wheels. Hope to see everybody there. Thank you so much for joining. And everybody have a great night. Thank you. Peace. Good night.